welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is I quit my job. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us to keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on our website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. All right, so first and foremost, we are absolutely working on getting more stock to Amazon. It's been a continued battle to try to keep up, so apologize for everyone who's wanted to order something on Amazon and has been unable to. We are working on solving that, and we appreciate your patience. Also, if you got a chance, go check out the new website. We just redesigned it again today. So I've been continuing to try new styles, and tell me what you think. If you like it better than the last one, that's great, and if you don't, let me know why, because I'm always looking for feedback. So, first and foremost, I don't want to scare anybody. Today is the 1-year anniversary of my first day at the Murdy Creative Company full-time. Last year, yesterday, I quit my job. My full-time job at a very good company where there was good benefits and it was a good work environment. It was the classic corporate situation, and I quit. I walked away from it. And I leapt out into the unknown to do this. And it's interesting because, man, being an entrepreneur is it's like dog years. Like, it's been 1 year, but man, has it felt like 7. But I was thinking about it because, milestones like this make you think. Excuse me. And I was thinking about what would I tell myself when I was looking at quitting, right? Because if I remember correctly, and based off of my journals, I'm remembering pretty correctly, I was terrified of leaving. There had been a lot of feedback from family and friends expressing concerns about me leaving my full-time job to work at my fledgling company. Leah had been working at the company since February of that year. So she'd been, working for the company for, 6 or 7 months by herself at that time. August had been a big month for us, and we were really kind of on the upswing. And at the time, I was doing all the customer service. Leah was just doing production. And so it felt like every day, all day long, I was doing my work at my company, and I was also doing my work for the other company I worked for. And I was really enjoying my work at the Murdy Creative Company, and I really wasn't enjoying my other work. And it became just drudgery to go to my day job. I really didn't like it. But it paid well, and it's always hard to leave a good paying job. It was the right decision. I know that now. I didn't know that then. It was the right decision for me. I've always wanted to own my own company. This is my dream. I think there's this belief out there that if you work hard, you will succeed. And I think that's actually true, but I would say there's another piece to it. And it's if you work hard and aim properly, you will succeed. And I think that middle part's a really important detail that a lot of my generation, and frankly, a lot of people in general, struggle with. Because what are you aiming at? People say things like, well, I want a stable job. I want a family. I want a home. All laudable goals. Those are all great things. And those are all targets. But the question is why? What's the bigger picture, right? What are you really after? What do you think brings you joy? What do you want to do? What do you want to aim at? And I was thinking about that because I listen to a lot of Dr. Peterson, and he talks about that a lot. And I thought it was a really good point. And I was thinking about, for me, when I was in middle school, my dream was to walk into work at a not early hour, but at kind of whatever the natural time I woke up at. I'd get up, I'd get ready, I'd maybe answer a couple emails, do a little work on my own, and then I'd go into work. And I'd be well respected at work. I'd walk in and people would be glad I was there, right? They'd look forward to having me around. And I'd be able to sit at my desk or be in the shop and work hard at something that I really enjoyed doing, right? Doing the details, the design. I always knew it was going to be making something, but I didn't know exactly what at the time. And then I wanted to be able to come home and spend time with my family and, imagine new things, work on bigger projects. And that was the thing that I needed to aim for. Not making a lot of money, not moving up the corporate ladder, not buying a better car or a bigger house. That's what I needed to aim for. And when I actually said, you know what, this great job that I have, it's not really providing me with the fulfillment that I want. It's not really making me happy that I'm alive and that I'm, working hard at work worth doing. When I kind of came to that realization and I realized that the alternative was possible over time, things don't happen overnight, it made the jump a lot easier. Now, there was a lot of people that were very concerned about me doing such, and I am, what's the right way to say it? I am grateful for their concern. It's important to have people in your life who are worried about you and who are concerned that you're making the wrong decision. That's actually really important, and we don't often take those people for the good they are. Instead, we look at them as perhaps we look at them as hindrances, and I don't think that's really the right way to look at it. I think we should look at them as people who have perhaps our best interest at heart, but may not be able to see the whole picture. And nobody has the context you do, truthfully. Actually, that's true all around for business in general. Nobody has the context that you do. So there's nobody out there who knows the company the way you know it if you're starting it. There's nobody out there who knows your life, what motivates you, what makes you happy, what makes you unhappy. Nobody knows that but you. So take judgment from the outside with a grain of salt, because it's probably worth something, but maybe it's not quite worth as much as the people who are giving the advice think it's worth. So take that for what it's worth. I don't think it's right for everybody to leave their day job. I really don't. I think there's a lot of enterprises out there that are very valuable to people. I think a lot of people's day jobs are important for them. And I don't think that entrepreneurship is something that can be, taught is not the right word. It's not taught. If you can stand working for someone else, you should. If you can't stand working for someone else, if it drives you up a wall, if it makes you mad, and not just talking about you don't like your boss, because that's a different story, but if the idea of working for someone else bothers you, then maybe you need to be an entrepreneur. And that's not an easier job, by the way. Being an entrepreneur is much harder than having a day job. And you need to know that going in, because a lot of people, I still deal with this on a somewhat regular basis. There's a lot of people who look at the job of being an entrepreneur and they're like, wow, that sounds like a really cushy job. And it's absolutely the opposite. You work all the time. And I'm not just saying you work a long hours. I'm saying that all the time you're working. When you're in the shower, when you're visiting family, when you're at 11 o'clock at night, you're working. Because you have to be. Because that's your responsibility. Because that's your role. You have to care when no one else cares. Because there's a lot of people out there relying on you to do your job and to do it well and to know what's next. That's not easy. So don't quit your day job lightly. That's not what I'm saying. But don't be afraid to quit your day job. Because fear drives you into the wrong corner. And not only does it drive you into the wrong corner, I think that there's a lot of people out there who believe in this concept of job security. And that's a myth. Tomorrow you could be fired. For cause or for, without cause. There's no reason why you couldn't be fired for anything. Particularly in Wisconsin, where I live. So your job isn't secure. Nothing's secure. You could be paralyzed in a car accident tomorrow and not be able to work anymore. And would your disability pay out? Maybe. Maybe not. You don't know. Nothing's for sure. And that's why I think Dr. Peterson's in his book 12 Rules for Life, and I've often referenced him, and I would recommend him if you're looking for something. In his 12 Rules for Life, the first rule is stand up straight with your shoulders back. And he does a whole essay on it, so I'm not going to take away from that because I can't possibly paraphrase it better than he did. But the concept is that you need to approach the chaos of the world in a stance of courage, because the world is a chaotic place. And if you don't approach it with courage, there's no way to approach it. You're just a victim of the world. And that's not a fair place to be, and that's not a fun place to be. So look forward to life and do what it takes to look forward to life. Branch out. Try something new. If you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut, you probably are. Do something different. Change your patterns. Change your routines. And if you hate your job, like you truly don't like it at all, it's not bringing you any fulfillment, that's not a good place for you to be. Quit that job. If you're not going to work for yourself, go work for someone else. And people are scared of that, and they should be. It's hard. But why in the world would you want to punish yourself for an unknown amount of time for nothing more than money? I'm so glad I left my job. And there was nothing wrong with that job. But this is so much better. Even with the long nights and the anxiety and the fear and the worry and the many, many issues that seem to unbelievably crop up constantly, even with all of that, I'm very happy with my life. It's not less stressful. It's not easier by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm in charge. At least as much as, a human can be in charge. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in on Thursday for our next topic, which is going to be an amazing, amazing article by Dr. Jordan Peterson. I'll give you more details on that day. But don't forget to check that subscribe button below to be sure to get the latest podcast right away. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co, or you can contact us via Instagram and Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible, but I do appreciate your patience. If you think I deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community, and word of mouth is still the best form of advertising, so please tell your friends. That being said, if you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I'm always happy to engage with our growing community, and I want to give you guys what you want. If you're looking for multiple binders for gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, ask about our bulk discounts available. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.